Hello beautiful souls, and welcome to the weekend's card guidance. We're looking at Saturday the 18th and Sunday the 19th. And I am going to do a shameless little plug today. I'm using the two Aussie Oracle decks. We are creating the third at the moment, but these are the only two available at this time. They're $29.99 each. The Aussie Oracle Chrissy Down Under deck and the I Am Empowering Affirmation deck. I have pre-shuffled. Now this week we have the Heart Chakra card of forgiveness. The past is past, so let it go so you can grow. Be a warrior, not a worrier. Know that endings open space for new beginnings, and you can remain the victim or you can be the victor. You get to choose. And it's about honoring the blessed truth of you, that everything you have been through is, and it's a hard pill to swallow sometimes, but it's what your soul signed up to go through. It's the lessons your soul signed up to learn. And a lot of people say to me, why do I keep finding the same kind of guy? Why does the same thing keep happening? And my answer is always the same. That lesson that you signed up to learn will keep coming around until you learn it. So we must learn the lessons. Then that shit that keeps happening stops happening because we've learned from it. And we've course corrected, we've changed, we've grown, we've evolved, we've expanded. Now to me, forgiveness is the intentional decision. Because forgiving is something that you must decide to do with intention. There's nothing worse than getting an apology of, yeah, I'm sorry. There's no intention behind that. So forgiveness is the intentional decision to let go of any lower vibrating energies that arise from any actions that have hurt or offended you. And this allows you to set yourself free. Because if you focus on the hurt, you will continue to suffer. If you focus on the offense, you will continue to suffer. But if you focus on the lesson, you will continue to grow. All right, so let's get into it. I have pre-shuffled. We have, I didn't even look at the cards till now. We have feel the feels. So there's no such thing as good or bad emotions. They're all important. And if you don't feel the bad and the sad, then how can you appreciate the happy and the good? Does that make sense? Emotions are neither good nor bad. They are crying the tears of sadness or joy, laughing until your stomach hurts and feeling the nervous excitement. Whatever the emotions, know that you must go through them. You cannot go under, over, or around. When you honor all of your emotions, your life becomes so much more aligned, balanced, and in flow. And these do have messages on the back. The slang, the proper English translation, and then the spiritual message. So there's no book with these cards. They're all on the card. So feel the feels. Feel what you're feeling. Embrace your differences, mate. Being different is a superpower, not a weakness. Everyone on this earth is following their own journey in their own unique way. And I want to add to that, each of us signed up to learn our own lessons. You may have been hurt, you may have hurt someone else, but it's all a part of the lessons that each and every one of us signed up for. So it's about embracing the differences. You're not going to see life the way everyone else does, and everyone's not going to see life the way you do. No matter who they are, what they do, or where they're from, judge less. Love and accept them for their individuality, just as you wish to be loved and accepted for yours. The world needs more love and less judgment. If at any time you find yourself judging another, pause and ask, what if? Remember that you never truly know what anyone else is dealing with. This brings me back to hurt people hurt people. 9 times out of 10, if someone's hurting someone else, either through bullying or any form of intentional hurt, sometimes unintentional, it's because they're hurting themselves or they don't feel good about themselves, so they bring other people down. Leads perfectly into the card of acceptance. Life has a magical way of always revealing what we need, even if we don't understand the why at the time. I love that that has come up. Embrace the lesson, trusting everything happens for a reason. Doors will close so new ones can open. Rain clouds will clear so the sun's rays can bring rainbows. Remember that it is often in the darkest moments that you shine the brightest. Accept what you cannot change and change what you can. The only thing that is truly under your control are your words, thoughts, and actions. Accept the moments in your life as they continually shape who you are. Now, something that happened to you last week, last month, last year, last decade does not define who you are now, but it is a part of who you are, and it always will be. But it's about learning from that. At times we'll get knocked down, sure, and when we get hurt or offended, it does knock us down. But it's about building yourself back up again. Just like you build a sandman, grain by grain, you too can build yourself up. Stand in the warmth and the truth of who you are, keeping your cool and not sweating the small stuff. Life may knock you down at times, but keep believing that you have the power to rebuild. Here in Australia, what does it say? In a sunburnt country where in bathers and sunnies we build a sandman while the snowman stays cool in the esky. Christmases here in Australia are hot. I know a lot of you across the world have a white Christmas and it's freezing cold. But here in Australia, it's really hot. And that's what these cards were about, bringing a little bit of Australia down under to the rest of the world. And then the last card we get is peace on earth. And we all crave this. Peace on earth is something we all crave, much like the peace we seek within. Appreciate that how you feel on the inside will have a ripple effect on your outside world. Be the change you seek, and maybe, just maybe, we can all play our part in creating peace on earth. And the little Aussie slang, see up there, see down here, as inside ya, as outside ya. It's your innards telling you what you're feeling. So it's really important, your inside world ripples out into your outside world. And that's why if we're hurting, 9 times out of 10 we'll hurt people. If you are in this space of hurt and anger and guilt and blame and shame, then it's very hard to be open. So you're constantly in this fight, flight, protect myself mode. You're more likely to get frustrated, overwhelmed, snappy, short-tempered because you don't feel safe. So forgiveness allows you to, when you forgive, you give yourself permission to live again. Now, when I say feel the feels, accept, embrace that there's differences, accept that it's happened, accept that you can move on from it, you can build yourself up from it once again, you can have this peace within, which will ripple out into your outside world. It's really important to realize, I wasn't going to bring this up, but it's coming up. Mistakes can be forgiven, okay? But if it's a pattern, if it's something that someone is continually doing, then those patterns either need to be broken or you need to move away from those patterns. So yes, forgive, but if you're in a position where you're not safe, then don't embrace your differences, don't accept it, protect yourself and walk away, okay? Triggers are lessons. So when you get triggered or hurt by someone or something, that's when you go within, you feel the feels, okay? Is this just a difference of opinion, or is this something that is actually squashing me? Can I stay and fix this, or do I need to walk away? Some doors will close so other doors can open. But at the end of the storm, there's always a rainbow, okay? Lastly, I had a couple of I am cards. Know that whatever you are feeling is justified. It is valid, it is relevant, and it is consequential. uphold your feelings, beliefs, and ideas. Now, that's not how we intended that card to be read, but I feel like that's what's coming through. If someone hurts you or offends you, you are allowed to feel that, but you don't have to hold on to that. You can forgive it, because when you forgive, you give yourself permission to live. Forgiveness sets you free from today's sorrows so that you can live your best tomorrows. And then I can't remember which card it was. Can't remember which message it was, but something that's been coming through the last couple of weeks. A lot of the times we find it hard to forgive because we don't understand why. Why did they do that? Why did this happen to me? We may never understand why they did that. We may never understand why this happened for us. But the beautiful thing is that when you ask why, instead of asking externally, ask internally, because then you become more wise. When you ask why, those whys make you wise. Be wise, informed, knowledgeable, and insightful. Why did that happen to me? It taught me boundaries on what I will and won't tolerate. Why did that happen to me? Because now I know that that's a red flag for me. Why did that happen for me? Well, now I know that that is a line for me, and that's my limit. Do you know what I mean? Like, everything teaches you a lesson, and if you focus on the lesson, you continue to grow. If you focus on the hurt or the offense, you will continue to suffer. So ask the whys, because they make you wise, but ask them for yourself, because you may never ever get an answer and understand why, but you can sort through the whys for yourself and become wiser. Analyzing my life lessons brings true wisdom. Everything you go through, you signed up to go through. The good, the bad, and everything in between. So, how do we get to peace on earth? We embrace the differences. We accept that sometimes people are going to knock us down. Sometimes life's going to knock us down. And the best thing we can do when that happens is feel the feels and build ourselves back up again. Because not everyone who hurts you means to hurt you. And I'm sure we've all hurt someone that we didn't mean to hurt. You are justified in feeling what you're feeling. Feel it. Really, really feel it. Go through it. That's how you grow from it. And that's how you become more wise. I hope you all have an amazing weekend. Let me know what you're doing in the comments below. And I did mention it in yesterday's Forgiveness Friday live. If you didn't see that, the replay is up. I will be running a free 5-day challenge. It will be in a private Facebook group. If you would be interested in that, keep an eye out for that. I will put it up on as an ad, I guess, on YouTube, Insta, and Facebook, but it will be run in a private Facebook group. And I'm thinking that will probably start, I should have had my dates ready, shouldn't I? If all goes to plan, I am aiming to have it up and running on starting the 27th. No, wrong month. March. Yes, the 27th of March. So Monday the 27th of March through to Friday the 31st of March. What a beautiful way to end Motivated March. Closing those doors, forgiving, learning how to forgive, being talked through in a safe private group on what forgiveness is, how to do it, the process, and how we go through it. Because forgiveness is a process, and you progress through that process to forgiveness. So if you would be interested in that, you can either comment challenge here, or you can just keep an eye out for those ads, or not ads, I will be putting them up on all my platforms starting from next Monday to give everyone 7 days notice. If you're not interested, I'm going to apologize in advance because it's going to be up every day in your face so that you know it's available. I want to be able to help. My motto, my mission, my purpose is to heal as many people as I can. And part of forgiveness is healing and freeing ourselves of the emotional trauma and letting go. And when we forgive, we give ourselves permission to live again. The way we were always supposed to, the way we're here to, instead of holding on to all the stuff. So much. I have band prac today, by the way. So let me know in the comments what you're doing this weekend. I have band prac today and a beautiful little get together tomorrow to celebrate a beautiful person's life. So much healing, love and laughter. Your intuitive life coach, Tracy. Stay well, stay safe, and above all else, stay true to you. And remember this year's motto. Please remember. 2023 is all about me. There's no limits to what I can have, do, or be, especially when forgiveness sets me free